about SGDQ.
Okay.
Let me send out the invite.
We'll let a couple people join chat.
Not that one.
How's the audio today?
Sounds good to me. How am I sounding?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, we're going to talk DK Bonanza.
Heard a ding.
August games. An MK2 trailer. Nice. All right. No Zach.
Okay. No Zach, no Frag.
No worries.
No
we got
audience
the A team here. This is it. I just sent out the call.
People,
yeah. Oh, I already forgot. Oh, I wanted to take this and run it through. We can export this into a video, right?
Yeah.
Like once it's uploaded. Cool.
Yep.
I'll give you a Google link if you can do it, or I can just jump on and download it. But I want to put through some AI tools for a work project. So
sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Get us on your guys' Odyssey or whatever.
That's right. Make some money.
Yeah, get us on the podcast. Awesome. Well, welcome to the Fantasy Studio. What is this? The Fantasy Game Studio League.
That's right.
With the Why Is This Game Crazy crew. And I am the Don, your fearless leader of the Cooler Intentions Game Studio. And then we have the Cog. We have Tyken.
Heck
who runs Cog Studios.
Hello, everybody.
Look at that. Show your games.
Well, first and foremost, let's just say congratulations to you, by the way, DK Bonanza. Great score. What did I see? A 91.09.
Metacritic average. So, yeah, not bad there.
That is
very excited
a heavy
about that.
kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you called it early. You were talking maybe this is game of the year contender. I mean, I think the entire world is sort of Expedition 33, but there is a vocal minority and they're loud about saying DK Bonanza might be the game of the year this year.
Yeah, I think, when you look at it, I can pull up previous game awards. And when you look at it, these platformers, these family games seem to do very well for the Game of the Year award. So,
well, especially Astrobot last year, right?
I
mean, there's a
Astrobot.
very clear line between those two.
Yeah, I don't know how Mario Odyssey did. But you're taking Expedition 33, which is an amazing game, also on my team. But you take that, which has kind of its niche action RPG group, and then you take Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is a little different because it's a family game, but it's also got that nostalgia element where, we're 40-year-olds and we kind of still love Donkey Kong because we remember playing it, in the quarter machines back in the day, and just to see where this evolved.
So you're going all the way to the original. We're just bypassing country. You're like, no, we're talking Jumpman,
Super Nintendo. How many hours did you spend on Donkey Kong? It was
absolutely.
A lot. Yeah. So, I mean, this franchise has been a big part of our lives.
I would absolutely agree. I will say, DK's only been in a 3D game one other time, and I don't think it was that great. I think DK64 had its place, but there was no guarantee that Donkey Kong Bonanza was going to be as good as it was. The fact it's turned out this way. And I don't know if you want to go straight into this or we should cover some other topics, but DK Bonanza, that team that made it, the Mario Odyssey team, those guys, good Lord, they're magic in a bottle. That's incredible.
Yeah, let's jump right into it. The Donkey Kong 64. What was the purpose of that? To sell booster packs or whatever?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it was to get on the success that Banjo-Kazooie was doing, give Rare the rights to the Donkey Kong universe and make a 3D platformer. The problem was with that game is they said, how about everything's a collectible. There's a billion of them. You need every single Kong. You got to go swap them out. Like, it wasn't a bad game. It was just a very unfocused mess.
Mhm.
Whereas Donkey Kong Bonanza, on the other hand, this game it has collectibles everywhere, but it doesn't feel like it's chaotic. Let me take that back. It feels chaotic, but in the way you want chaos to be. Like big explosions, swinging big monkey arms, everything's blowing up around you. You're slamming the ground to figure out where fossils are that let you get cool abilities. Like, this game does such a great job of just being fun. And something that the Mario Odyssey team does better than I think any other company out there is they know how to make movement. They know how to make a character feel good. Every action you do with Donkey, and this translated for Mario Odyssey, you just feel this fluidity. Like, you get into this groove of how you play, and you're rolling off ledges and jumping coyote time and then launching a roll later on in there. The game just constantly is giving you new platforming challenges, and everything feels tight. Like, when you fall or miss a jump, you feel like it's your fault. You don't feel like it's the game just being not good enough, or being too slippery. And that could have easily not been the case. This game has fully destructible environments everywhere, and yet it still feels cohesive. It's easy to know where you're at. The map system's incredible. I didn't even cover that yet. Like, it's an incredible package of a game.
Yeah. One thing I want to ask is, first of all, I have been, I don't know, birthday blocks for this game. My kid wants it for his birthday. So we're going to hold off on it probably until that. Yeah. If he's watching, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but it is on the list. So I've been, I don't know, paused on this game. So I can't play it, but I have a lot of questions, and it looks amazing.
Oh, yeah. Shoot away.
One thing, this is compared to Astrobot a little bit. The Odyssey team's working on this. How up there is this game, like, compared to those? How does this stand against those titans of platformers?
That is a great question. And I think Astrobot is the obvious one to compare it to. There is a lot of DNA here, which is fair because Astrobot took a lot of the DNA from Mario Odyssey. So this really feels like the master's coming back. I want to make a bold statement, and I'm going to walk it back immediately. But my bold statement is, I think this is better than Astrobot. I think this game, it's not as pretty. I think Astrobot, from a visual standpoint, is a lot cleaner. But the freedom of movement, the sort of these big open worlds that have all these little mini challenges, it really feels like exploration, where Astrobot was much more linear in its gameplay design and style. It was focused, which is nice, but DK Bonanza is so packed with stuff to do. It's not like I'm just wandering an empty wasteland looking for the next challenge. I'm stumbling across challenges constantly in this game. What I want to walk back, I haven't beat it yet. So I'm somewhere around the 5th level. I don't know how many are in this. So that sort of, there's more of this game that could happen where I might be less inclined to enjoy it. I will say it's not all rosy. I do think sometimes the camera has to struggle. Again, you're diving deep into the earth. There's a few times the camera has been sort of too close for me to really see what's happening. When that happens, I'm just mashing punch buttons and jumping, and you know what? I tends to work and get me out of places. So it's interesting. The other is the bosses have yet to have a single challenge to them. I will say Astrobot was very similar in that vein too. So it's hard to look at this one and be like, oh, they're much more variety than what we saw in Mario Odyssey, which I do appreciate. So the challenges are neat, all the different forms and abilities you have. Is it up there with the greats? Absolutely. This is a top 5 3D platformer, I think, regardless of where you rank everything else.
Okay. So another question, I guess, is how hard, like, you can break through everything, it looks like. Everything's destructible. Does that make the levels easier, or does that add a challenge to it? I saw there was some kind of elemental things that happen with like lava and ice and stuff like that. So how how much do you have to think with this game?
It does. I think it's a really good example of just that sort of packed exploration. Like, you have a sonar ability to slap the ground, kind of get like an echolocation, and it shows you things around you. Also, while you're digging, you find treasure chests to sort of lead you to where other treasure or bananas might be. I think it ultimately gives you a cool way to stumble into multiple paths to get to the same spot. So I've had times where I see a banana on the other side of a wall and I could see the path keeps going around, or I can just dig through the wall. I feel like Red Faction style, where I'm just like
Hmm.
blowing my way into get to the straight point of where I'm headed. There is a element of puzzle solving that you need to do in this game too. So not everything is climbable. There's certain spots that you have to use more careful platforming for. There are indestructible areas too. So you might find like a caged in area that you need to work your way around. So all that lends itself to being a little bit, it's not just break your way into everything, but it lets you do it in enough stuff to keep it interesting.
Okay.
I think difficulty is another question to ask too. This does the approach that Mario Odyssey did, where you don't need to collect everything or fight every challenge. There's so many challenges, and you really only need to complete some subset to continue making progress in this world. So it's really a nice, like, go at your own pace. You find an area too difficult to challenge or play through, cool, go somewhere else, try a different challenge, see what fits your play style. That being said, I am a little concerned when I go back to 100% this game, how rough
Hmm.
that's going to be, because these not only are these so dense with stuff, they're very vertical. Like, this is a big difference from Mario Odyssey. Like, there are large towers and you're dropping below the level and coming up in other areas. It's a very
Interesting.
complex interweb of gameplay, and I'll be curious to see if the charm sticks around when I'm like trying to find that one banana in the middle of a mountain.
Yeah. With the different paths, do you think this is like just very attractive to people who are speedrunning things? And does this become a game where people, work on a best record to speed run through it? Or is the game just not set up for that at all?
Oh, I think this game's 100% set up for speed running. There's already movement tech and skips being found day one. The again, with that fluidity of movement that you get from Donkey Kong added into the ability to deform terrain, find alternate pathways. Like, this game is going to take a long time to get to the level that Mario Odyssey is, where people are fighting for seconds at a time. I think we're going to see massive swings of people going, oh, if I throw this mud block here, it sticks on this geometry. I can use it as a platform and lead my way on to double jump, spin in the air, do a twirl pound. Like, they're great. It just has everything a speedrunner is going to want to really break this
Wow.
game open.
Cool. So yeah, I think with that kind of thing, the longevity to play this game, like people are gonna get into it, try to find their best way to do it, and
Oh yeah.
man, that's cool. Kind of my last question on this game: why Switch 2? Is there a reason it can't work on Switch 1? It has to be exclusive on Switch 2. Does it feel like that much of a jump?
I do feel like with the amount of explosions, particle effects. I mean, we're seeing a picture here, those little gold icons, they shatter into thousands of pieces. I do think the Switch 1 would have been a downgraded experience as far as the way the game looks, how well it runs. Like, you're just constantly blowing things up, throwing rocks around, smashing enemies. It's got that cool slowdown effect as you hit an enemy too. So I do think Switch 1 would have been a struggle for this platform, and Switch 2 was probably the right move for them.
Sweet. Well, awesome. Any other parting shots on Donkey Kong?
I went back and forth at thinking about why this wasn't a launch game. Because at this level of polish, I have a hard time believing that the last month they were just like furiously working away. This feels like a thing that had been baked in an oven for years, and
Mhm.
we kind of got it last moment. I think if this was the launch game, I have to wonder if this would have been a more exciting prospect than Mario Kart, which people still love Mario Kart, but I feel like people fell off Mario Kart pretty quick.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it would have been better to have DK be your like killer, like we used to get, right? Like Mario 64, Luigi's Mansion, Halo. We used to get these like big tentpole games that sold your console, and that's not really a thing anymore. Now they're all backwards compatible.
Mhm.
You get those. So I do kind of wonder, would it make more sense for DK to go first? On the flip side, you wait a month, people are bored of your last game. Here's another great game. I could see why they wouldn't want to have released both at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but it's nice. It's nice to have another killer game on the Switch too to justify that purchase.
Sweet. Yeah, I've heard people just watch the reviews on this game and they're like, this is why I need a Switch too.
Mhm.
So that's awesome. Yeah, looking forward to it. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear about it when you and your kid play.
Yeah. And then once again, it's on my roster.
Look at that. Over Mario Kart World too. Not
Yeah.
by much, 86.4 to a 91, but
Pretty crazy.
It's got game of the year potential for sure.
Yeah.
So far, it's Expedition and Bonanza in my head, but we'll see what these last few games the end of the year come out as.
Nice. Yeah, the kind of the top games. I think we have all got them. But yeah, Expedition, Bonanza, Going to Yours, Blueprint, Split Fiction. Those are probably top 2 games as well. And then Frag had a couple of good ones too. Yeah, Death Stranding 2 and Kingdom Come Deliverance. All those games, like those top 6, I think are going to compete. Oh, I lost you.
We have Borderlands coming out soon too. I mean, that's potentially another killer game that's going to launch this year. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Some sick stuff.
Nice. Well, other than that, talking about the league, this is what we're going to do for August. We are going to add one more slot to our rosters. And what has to happen with this slot is we have this week and next week to decide on a game to place in that slot. And this game has to release in August. If it does not release in August, you'll get 0 points. And if it releases in August, you'll get points that it gets based on the critic score. These games cannot be on anyone else's roster already. And it cannot be like a yearly installment like Madden. So
can I bend the rules slightly?
Yes.
There's a game coming out July 31st that I want to put on my list.
What is it?
Wait, before I say it, do you gonna steal it?
Well, that comes up to another thing. If we both want a game, then we can bid on said game with our budget.
I would like to put Ninja Gaiden Ragebound
Okay.
on my list. Comes out July 31st, right at the tail end of the month.
Okay.
But
cool.
I won't play it till August 1st, and we'll call it good.
No. So yeah, with the spirit of what the goal here is we have this week and next week to pick an unreleased game.
Mhm.
Basically, when you pick it, it's locked. So as long as you pick it, it's locked, and it releases
good.
within the 31st of July to the end of August. You're good. So yeah.
All right, good.
Let's do
Yeah.
that.
That works out well too. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get into it, but man, August is not a heavy month for games. It's a really light one. I think Mafia is probably the biggest game that's coming out next month.
Yeah, and I already I picked up
You already
Mafia.
locked it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a flex. That's a game that I can drop again. But yeah, we'll get into more of that. So the way we've talked about dropping games, so those core, what do we have on our roster right now? 7? Yeah, seven games. So those core 7 games we can drop and pick up any open game in the field. But when we drop games, we're gonna take a $10 basically fee to drop and pick up a game. So the initial bid for any game is going to be $10. We have $100 for the whole year. But based on your success for this month, so if you pick Ninja Gaiden, it does really well. You're going to get, based on the points that it gets, you might get some more money added to your budget. So
nice.
there's a chance to make more money. Yeah.
I'm liking that.
Sweet. So I'm going to go in here and change our year-specific options, and we're going to add a game.
Woohoo!
And confirm. Cool. So now there's 8. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you can add it. I'm not gonna contest you on that one. I don't know what my game is yet. I might wait till next week. We are gonna do a buy try pass next week. So
Nice.
during that time, I think I'll have a decision. Yeah.
I like it.
Very light in August. And then what I'll say is that it's Gamescom in August, right?
Yep.
So Gamescom is coming in August, so we might have a couple more ads based on that. But then I also want to do some ads like for September and October as well. And that's probably going to be the close of the season there. So we might have around 15 games or so by the time we're done with this. So
yeah, that's exciting. There's some good stuff.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah, go ahead. You can add that on.
Sweet.
Or I can add it on, but yeah, no contest there. It's yours. Awesome. And then we're going to go into news. Was pretty light this week, but you haven't seen the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer yet.
No, yeah, I'm very excited.
We're gonna watch that, see how we can react there. Let's see. Our guest is gonna probably enjoy this as well.
Yeah, I'm excited that they're continuing on this. I was wondering if Mortal Kombat, the OG, not the OG, the last Mortal Kombat one, I was wondering if it made enough to justify. So I'm happy to see more of this. And I've already seen a few clips and trailers, and I know it's Keith Urban, which is wonderful as Johnny Cage.
Seems, yeah. I mean, I'll have some opinions on that, but yeah, right. I like Keith Urban. So yeah, we'll see.
Is that his name, or is that the country guy? Am I getting that right?
I think that is the country guy.
Uh-oh.
You're thinking of what's his name? The dude from the
Carl Urban.
Carl. Yeah.
I've done that like 30 times.
God, what's that comic series?
The Boys. The Boys.
Yeah. There we go. All right, so here we go. Let me know if I need to turn this up.
Will do. Or
if you can't hear it, that would be a big deal.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Oh yeah.
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat.
Name of the movie.
It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
You dickheads in or what?
I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face!
There's a war going on outside. You could run, but you can't hide forever, ever.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be.
All right, you big ugly fuck.
It's showtime.
Crusty Tiger, Hidden Scorpion. All right.
Get over here!
Smoke. Renewed Saber.
Only the
Yeah,
strong
dude.
survive.
Finish him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
All right. All right.
I'll tell you, I feel like Carl Urban's a weird choice.
He looks old
Yes.
for Johnny Cage. That's kind of my only thing. I'm like, ah,
I mean, they're playing him off as the action star from the 90s. So here's, an aging action star, but that's an interesting choice. I was I'm also curious if his one-liner and quips are going to be able to hold a movie. That's why they
Yeah.
haven't traditionally focused on him in the other Mortal Kombats, but he plays a big part in the story of like MK11 and MK1. So
yeah.
I would say some of those fight scenes from the trailer looked rough. I don't know if it's just a quick cut of those, but like especially the fight between Katana and Jade looked like sloppily set up. So I'm a little curious to see. Like this part seems fine,
Yeah.
but there's just a fight later on that was like,
Yeah.
That being said, I do like one of my complaints about, and I think most people's on the previous Mortal Kombat is they
one
focus on. Nope. Why is Jade bald? I guess it doesn't matter. It's a costume, but that's kind of a funny look. Special effects are cool. Weird no Liu Kang.
All right. I'm back. Kind of.
No worries.
Kid.
So I don't know. This part looks cool. That fight. I think this part. I don't know what it is. It just looks a little cheesy, but maybe that'll be for its benefit.
Yeah.
And maybe it was just the way
It's
the
just
editing
short.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But looks like a huge cast of MK. We're seeing Jax. We're seeing Sindel. And then, of course,
Kano's
Shao
back.
Kahn. Kano's back,
Sonya
who
Blade, yeah.
was delightful in the last movie. He was definitely
Yeah.
kind of that star. Scorpion's going to have a bigger piece, it looks like.
Yeah.
Him fighting in hell. So,
Looks
I mean,
good.
that's good.
Yeah, it looks. There's a lot of CG going. Of course,
Of course.
it's crazy. There's some stuff on here. Lots of level inspiration that that's pretty cool. Was that on? That was too, right? Where they had the
Yeah.
portal.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've done that in a
So-
few, but yeah, MK2 is definitely where it's from the most.
Looks
But if I don't get John Tobias coming up going, Toasty, is it real? So I don't know.
time.
I look forward to it. I think focusing on Johnny Cage as opposed to some made up character from the movie with Lane Powers is the right move. We'll just see if Carl Urban can carry this.
Yeah, pretty interesting. We watched Heads of State this last weekend.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you've seen that, but
like a long time ago.
no, there's a new a
Oh.
new movie with John Cena and
I was thinking of something else.
what's his name? Idris Elba or I don't know
Idris
how to say-
Elba.
yeah.
Idris. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're
okay,
both
okay.
like he's the UK Prime Minister and then John Cena's the president. And yeah, in what world would this actually happen? But John Cena's character is the president, but he was also like kind of a movie star in the past. So he has like all this. He's like, oh, I trained with Marines to get ready for a movie and all this stuff. And they get
Okay,
like
all
basically
right.
shit hits the fan, and it's like how he reacts as an actor into the worst possible day or whatever. So it's kind of like this though. It's like, how is Luke Cage fighting? Like
Right.
how this guy was actor trained
Johnny Cage, not Luke
or Johnny.
Cage.
Yeah.
Wrong superhero.
Yeah. So, but yeah, how was he trained? He was trained in a gym, trained with a trainer, not really like combat trained, like,
Well, Johnny
everybody else in
Cage,
Mortal Kombat.
Johnny Cage in the MK universe was a true martial artist who, instead of following through his martial arts, was like, I'm gonna go into Hollywood and make a bunch of movie.
Yeah.
Like he was sort of like Bruce Lee meets sort of the 80s action figure.
Yeah.
So that's how they justified. It'll be curious to see if they follow that same, like, oh, he was a true warrior and a fighter who just, decided to make a bunch of money. Or is he just, are they going to lean into, oh, he doesn't really know what he's doing? Which seems like what the trailer was hinting at, as they kept being like, you're just an actor.
Yeah.
So
You're just an actor, but yeah, he is like deflecting, what's his name shit. And it's like,
Baracus,
okay, well,
yeah.
he can do some stuff. So that's kind of cool. Looking forward to it.
It if nothing else, that seems like the kind you rent and you sit down, you have a few drinks with your buds and have a good time.
It'll be on HBO. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So we got this. We got the Street Fighter news from a couple weeks ago with the Fast and the Furious cast. And
that's so weird.
Man, movies. There's another. Oh, Zelda. They announced the actor and actress for Zelda and Link. So not really anything other than just, hey, here's the actor, here's the actress. But they're making progress. So we're gonna see this happen. This is really happening.
It's wild. It is. There is a world that this is great. There is I don't think you couldn't adapt the Legend of Zelda series into a movie. And I feel a lot more confident that Hollywood's taken a much more serious look. I think video games as an adaptation have been a lot better than they have been. It also helps that, games have also elevated their storytelling, but like Fallout and Last of Us were absolutely amazing. The Sonic and Mario movies have been great animated flicks. Even Minecraft movie, which I don't think was great, was not horrible.
It did well though.
Well, yes, that
they made money. Yeah.
But if they could take the gravity, if they could treat this series with this sort of fun enjoyableness without either ignoring too much of the source material or sticking too close to the source material, there's a line to weave there that this could be great.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, if it's awful, I'll yell about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be optimistic about it. It's kind of one of those, I feel like this has the gravity of like Lord of the Rings in cinema, for the fantasy stuff. And it's like in the video game universe, like when you're talking about fantasy games, this is one of the pillars of all that. So you can't, you can't mess it up.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are they going to do in a 2 or hopefully not a 3-hour movie, but there's going to be a lot to do. Hopefully it is, the audience is more adult than kid friendly, but
yeah,
at the same time, it is like, it's kind of a kid game, but it's more of an adult. Like we grew up with it, but we're still loving it. So.
I do think there's a space, and this is something that we've sort of lost in movies from the 90s and 80s, is there was a space for the fun adventure. Like I feel like Pirates of the Caribbean might be the last big one I can remember that was just, it allowed itself to be fun and enjoyable and still had heart and still had those moments. That's where I want to see Legend of Zelda go. I want to come in and like get transported to this magical, wonderful world. And I don't need it to like be too gritty, but I also need it to be actiony. I want it to have cool sword fights. I want them to overcome challenges. So that's where I hope they go with this. But you brought up the beginning. We've gotten a picture of the actor and actress that's going to be playing the main leads, and they look like they'll fit the role. Like it's not like I looked at him and I was like, oh, what? Like I saw them and I went, okay, I can see what they're going with. But that's all we have.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because it's one of those things where these kids are young, it kind of looks like. So it's like, 3 years down the road when they're talking about doing another one, how old are they and how much have they matured? And can they pull off another movie after this, or is it a one and done type thing?
That'll be interesting. It will really depend on the success. I'm sure financially it's going to do well as long as
Yeah.
it looks good.
Yeah.
But whether critically it does well, that'll be the real question.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. You had another news piece you want to talk about?
I just want to highlight this has been going on for a while, the Awesome Games Done Quick series. They just wrapped up last week with another great collectathon. So if you haven't seen it before, Awesome Games Done Quick is a week-long charity marathon where they bring people all over the world as these premier speedrunners kind of show off the different games that they play. It's been huge to sort of really highlight these players' skills and get to talk through all these various different games. So, you'll see Mario Odyssey speedruns. You'll see races done between, Super Mario Brothers 3 or Super Metroid. You'll see newer games. You'll see older games. It's this wonderful mix. It's a blast to watch. Jump on YouTube. They have all of theirs split out by the games they play. So if you didn't watch it live, you get that opportunity to do it. But every year they do two. They do an Awesome Games Done Quick and a Summer Games Done Quick. Summer Games Done Quick is to raise money for Doctors Without Borders, which is fantastic charity. And they once again nailed at $2.4 million raised. And they've been doing this every year for 10 years. So it's just a great charity marathon. Everyone has a great time. The audience is wonderful. Everyone's dancing, singing, making noise. You've got this great commentators explaining the game. It's incredible. And I'm happy that this continues to drive forward and be as successful as it is.
Sweet.
There's a few I can't watch because they're games I actively want to play. So like someone did a Blueprint speed run and I was like, hold on, I'm in the middle of playing that still.
How long did it take them though?
A lot quicker than me.
Nice.
So, absolutely fantastic games to watch, and there's always highlights every year.
Skyrim in 46 minutes.
Oh, I bet that was like, yeah, that one's 9 years ago too. Who knows what they're at now?
Jeez.
They also do smaller events. You saw like Frost Fatales. They'll do games or speed running highlighting women or LGBT communities. Like they're very inclusive. Summer Games and Awesome Games Done Quick, sort of their big tentpole moments they have where everything and all the events are together and it becomes this big thing. But they have all these like smaller ones too. So it's been fantastic for a speed running community. It's really highlighted great people if you're into watching that, as well as, there are several times I'll watch a speed run and be like, I think I want to go back and play Mario 3. It's been a hot minute. Like they really get you hyped up to go back to some of the classics.
Sweet.
So yeah, 2.4 million, incredible. Those guys keep doing amazing.
Cool. Well, awesome. I think that's it for the big news.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have anything else. You?
No. It's been, July, especially first part of July, is such a big collection of big game announcements that we're kind of getting into that point that the industry is starting to hold their breath. We're starting to see this like, hey, September, October is coming. We've got big releases of Borderlands. We've got Outer Wilds. We've got Ghost of Yotai. So at this point, I would expect things to chill out for a little while, hopefully. And we just continue just having a couple of shadow drops. We didn't mention it, but like Gears of War Remastered's coming out. We got
we will talk that next week for sure.
Oh, right. Yes.
But I do want to say though, based on those two games, was that like a drug deal or something?
Oh,
like
100%.
PlayStation's gonna give us this, Xbox is gonna give us this, and like both fans are happy kind of and pissed off at the same time. But
Helldivers 2 is definitely one and you're like, why is this not on Xbox? This feels like an Xbox audience game.
Great game. I'm excited for people to be able to play that. Also excited for PlayStation people to be able to play Gears.
Oh,
it's a great time.
It's a great trade. I'm happy to see it. More of this, please.
Yeah. So yeah, we have it's not a big month, but there's some stuff like that. There's Metal Gear coming out. The remake just looks fantastic. So
yeah.
God, looking forward to that. And then
more for my backlog, baby.
Yeah, and then like you said, the rest of the year, it's kind of crazy how much we still have left. Just
Yeah.
banger after banger this year, and it's not slowing down. Slows down a little bit, but man,
Yeah. This is our one little gap, and then it's going to be full speed ahead until December hits. So just let's take our collective time to play some of our back catalog. I got to
catch
put
up
some
on your
time into
backlog.
Blueprints, so yeah.
What are you playing? Blueprints?
Yeah. I finally beat the first. I got to the credits of Blueprints, but this is a roguelite, so it very much was like, you're not done. You're
Yes.
done-ish. This is beating Hades' first run,
Yeah. I need to play Inscription some more because my
Yeah, you
kid
do.
started playing it, and I'm afraid he's going to pass me, and
Oh no.
I just I need to get it done.
Unacceptable.
Or I need to get Donkey Kong so he can go play that and I can play Inscription.
There you go. Smart.
So, yeah, good times. So, yeah, next week, little teaser, we're going to talk the Buy Try Pass, and we'll talk about what's coming out in August. We will have my pick, at least, for the August game that's going to lock in. And that's the big thing. We'll talk about what we've been playing a little bit. So, yeah,
Looking forward to it.
can't wait. All right, guys. Well, yeah, thanks, audience, for joining me. Thanks, as always, Tyken, for co-hosting with me. And
Absolutely.
yeah, everyone have a great night. Peace.
Why is this game crazy?